Hey everybody, I'm Richard and this is a little bit of everything. Welcome to the channel. Today's video is the first in a series of videos I've started on refurbishing a large big green egg. I really hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you get notified when new videos come out on this series, because I plan on having several. I really hope you enjoy it and learn something along the way too. Please leave me your comments. I'd love to connect with all of you. Now, without any further ado, let's get to the video. I ran across a great deal here just a little while ago. I have a Facebook a group that I'm a part of, and in that group somebody was selling their father's big green egg. Suffice it to say, I traveled about 2 hours to close to Chicago to buy this big green egg from this guy. I got it really cheap, $150. And it's a large big green egg. It's in really rough shape. But ceramic cookers, they're very versatile and they last a lifetime. So I don't know anything at all about big green eggs. I have friends that have them. I have a really close friend of mine that lives in Missouri, Brad. Hey Brad. He's had a big green egg for, gosh, it's got to have been over 20 years now, at least. And he swears by it. He's been cooking on it all the time. I see pictures and videos of him out in the cold winter cooking on it. And but the story that I got when I went to pick the egg up is kind of what pushed me into doing this video. The young man that sold it to me, his father used this green egg, and apparently he purchased it right around 2005, 2006. But they did talk about him cooking a lot of Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners on that cooker. And so as I was driving home with it, it suddenly became more important to me to bring this thing back to life, to restore it, and to give it another 20 years of my life. So what I decided to do is start looking into restoring this thing, and that's what this video is about. Obviously, you're here because you saw that on the link. So so I'm going to kind of go down the path. I don't really know how many videos this is going to take. It's probably going to be more than a couple, because I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just starting down the path, but I want to take you all along with me so that you can see how I do it and give me your advice on maybe some of the things that you might do differently. But with that being said, I'm really excited about this, and I'm excited to get started. So without any further ado, I'd like to take you outside and introduce you to my new cooker, the Big Green Egg. So here it is in all its glory. You can see that the top of it is really faded. You can barely make big green egg out here. The tables on the side they're kind of in a bad way. They actually work, but I think new tables are in order on both sides. So it is in really bad shape. I say bad shape, it's in used shape. You can see the inside of it here. So I took the firebox out and the fire ring, the grate, the grill, the deflector, and when I went to pull the fire ring out and the firebox out, you can see that the firebox came out, but it came out in pieces. The fire ring is still intact, but it's old, and I could try to clean it. I'm not sure that that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about buying another one. This diverter, this plate here, I'm going to try to clean this just to see if I can get it cleaned up. The grill grate and the other plate there with holes in it, both of those, I'm going to throw that grill away. I'm a little bit particular about how clean I keep my grill. The grate there, I'll probably keep that, clean it up, and that way save me about $50, $40 or whatever they are. I'll have to buy another one of those. So yeah, as you can see, it's had a lot of use, it's had a lot of love. It's cooked a lot of meals. So the person that I bought it from, they bought it in the early 2000s. He said he replaced the ring on it once, the ring here. I'm going to put a new thermostat in there. I've got a new cap to go on there. However, the daisy wheel that came with it, there's another one in my truck that actually came with it as well, which is good because this one's a mess. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean this one up. I have another one over here in the truck. Yeah, here it is. He said that when he bought it originally, it came with an extra one. So there's one that's in basically perfectly conditioned. But I'm still going to put some oil on it and bake a finish on it. And when I do that, I'm going to attempt to clean this one up as well, just so that I have a couple of them. I've ordered some parts for this thing. I think part of what I'm going to do is just kind of walk through, the decisions that I made when I was going through this. But the first thing that I'm going to do is clean this thing up. I'm going to attempt to clean this top here as best that I can. I have no idea if it's going to come clean. I'm actually going to go do a little research myself. I have done some preliminary research on painting these, which everybody says no, don't do it because this green finish is baked on. So I'm hoping that when I clean this, I'll get back to the original finish. I noticed, you can see right there on the neck that the original finish is still there. So I'm hoping that somewhere underneath all of those years of gunk that I'll be able to, if not the original, at least close to it, try to get some kind of clean finish there. But this is a large egg. I paid $150 for it in this condition. If I put $300 or $400 worth of parts and time and effort into this thing, I still got a heck of a deal. I mean, these things are selling for around $1,000, $950 brand new. And I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to just build new shelves or whether I'm going to buy a set of new shelves. The shelves that I want are about 150 bucks. This ring on here, I'm going to take it off, the ring and the handle and all of this stuff. I'm going to take all of this off, clean it as best that I can, and I'm going to try to repaint it. And speaking of repainting, I've got the stand here. It's in really good shape. The only thing that I'm going to do to this is replace these casters, and I probably wouldn't even have to do that other than the fact that I want to. So I'm going to clean this up real good, power wash it, and then let it dry, and then I'm going to sand this down, put on a coat of high heat paint on it. And that's just kind of a temporary deal. I'm going to put this on by deck with the rest of my smokers and my cookers until we move into our permanent location. And then once I'm in my permanent location, then I'll build a table for it. I have an outdoor kitchen that I want to put together sometime. And when I decide to do that, obviously I'll take you along on that ride. But yeah, big green egg. I'm very excited about it. Like I said, I've got a bunch of parts in my cart on Amazon already. I'm going to run over here to this store that is a dealer for green eggs, and I'm going to see what kind of parts and pieces they have and what kind of deal they'll give me. And then I will go online and see about getting some replacement parts for this. So let's get this thing cleaned up and see what that looks like. I really am excited to take this apart, power wash this top, and see what I have. We'll get going on that right now.